Hello, everybody. Welcome back to City of Mist once again. We're back after a week. It has been an interesting week. The charges against me have been dropped. It's all good. Hey, look. If you can't prove tax evasion, there ain't no tax evasion. So, we're all doing well. Unfortunately, we are down a Chris, due to the fact that he is currently fleeing home, having completely misjudged the traffic. You know how it is, time gets away from you. It is. So, he will be in this episode. He will just show up later.
I love how the time manipulator's the one running late.
Yeah, it's not supposed to get away from him.
Yeah, the man of time is running out. Man. Anyway. So, welcome back to City of Mist. Last time was a bit of a heavy episode. But why am I bringing any of that up? Why am I talking about it when I could just have Fraser take it away?
Beep beep boop boop boop. Ring ring. Hey Meg. Looks like I caught your voicemail. I know you're a busy person, but I feel like I should catch you up on what's been going on. So, in our efforts to draw Caligari out of hiding, we were trying to intercept some sort of trade deal being made between Marco and the dock rats. It didn't exactly go according to plan. There were two misty people there. A big guy working for Caligari who could rival Buck's strength. More than rival, I would say. And a skinny guy from the dock rats who could somehow control minds. We wanted to stealthily take the package that was being delivered, but we were noticed by the skinny guy. Fortunately for us, the dock rats thought that we were working for Marco's men and attacked them instead of us. And everything just went to shit pretty fast. A whole big fight broke out in the warehouse. Mal drove a forklift into some people. Clark, trying to rescue her, got injured by the big guy. He packs a hell of a punch. And it was just chaos. I was wrangling with some crane controls to try and steal the crate during the chaos, and the cops showed up. And an officer got killed by the big guy. Luckily for the rest of the people there, the dock rats guy made them all leave, made all the sleepers leave, and it was just the two of them left. When it was just the two of them, I managed to knock them out with the crane, and there was a guy in the package. It's just some kid with a mask. We got him out of there, and he told us some pretty horrible stuff about his past. It seems he has a power he can't fully understand. But anyway, it seems like Marco or Caligari wanted to use him as some sort of a weapon. But we're going to protect him. We can't let any more innocent people be dragged into this. Oh, and Tiffany showed up near the end. Thanks to Clark, again, we managed to get away. But yeah, we just hightailed it out of there. Oh, and speaking of your sisters, Alex came to us as well, and she was pissed. She is a lot scarier than you described her to be. I thought she would be one of the more chill sisters. Anyway, see you soon, hopefully. Bye. Click.
Thank you. Yeah, last time, some shit went down. There was a big fight, and y'all were introduced to Doug. The little boy in the mask. who talks like this. And I'm gonna
The
regret
best
that.
character.
I'm gonna regret that choice of voice probably quite soon. Yes.
Surprised you didn't regret it immediately, to be honest.
It fits the character. But yes, last time we ended as Alex Monroe came in and confronted Effie, at which point Effie categorically proved her innocence. Thanks to some very nice recorded footage. And that is where we are now. Effie, you are sitting by the bar with the... I mean, you were working on the laptop, weren't you?
Yes.
Or were you working on the big guy's phone? Because you stole the big guy's phone.
I was going through the big guy's phone, and I have it hooked up to the laptop as well.
Okay. Monroe is there with you. Fraser, you are upstairs with Doug.
Yes.
Cowering in fear, I believe.
I wasn't sure if Alex was going to be friendly or not, and I just wanted to get Doug out of the situation, basically, so he wasn't a factor.
Sometimes going out the window is a useful option.
I don't know if he has his own room or if I've just taken him to my room.
Well,
to like sit and chill.
I mean, he doesn't have a room. There is just a room with beds in it.
Oh, just our room.
There's a room with beds in it, and then there's Morag's room because Morag's the only one who actually lives here.
Alright, okay, so I took him to the room.
Yeah.
And just put him in a bed.
Okay. And Mal, you're also down in the bar, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So yeah, you all have a number of leads open to you. You have, of course, the restaurant, which we will discuss further when Chris gets here, because it's a very Clark-centric idea. You also have the... Doug also mentioned Astrid, who was one of the people who took down Caligari in the old days. You also have whatever the hell you're going to get out of this phone and the laptop. And on that subject, Mark, Buck's twin brother, is kind of standing behind you, scratching his head. See, here's the thing. That photo, that video you had, that was body cam footage, right? Yes. And Effie, you, just to, clear everything up, Effie, you didn't shoot the cunt, did you?
Why would I shoot one of my informants?
I don't know why you would shoot anybody.
Point well presented, but no, I did actually like McLean.
Aye, but you didn't aye.
No, I didn't shoot him.
You've never shot nobody.
No, I would never do that.
So, but you've never shot anything, have you?
Well, it's not exactly my talent, is it?
Aye, exactly. You've never put a 12 gauge through a soup can.
No, like, I will try to be intimidating when the time calls for it, but
Aye, but
actually doing the deeds.
Aye, but what I'm driving at is where'd that footage come from?
Well,
You said when all that started, you said you got a text.
yes, we all got a text.
But it's not on your phones anymore. So what the fuck?
WhatsApp, the person deleted it on the other side.
Aye, but...
Or somebody whose power is technological manipulation of some sort.
That'd be a new one.
It certainly would. The manipulation of technology is difficult. But I think I have heard of it before. I may have to I may have to consult some informants.
Like, I do know a guy, but I don't know. I'm feeling fuzzy and hazy in certain parts, and I don't like it.
You've overextended yourself, haven't you?
Effie? Are you
Yes.
okay? What
Yeah, I am fine.
does that mean, overextended yourself?
I
Like with your
pulled a
powers?
hamstring in the mist. It'll get better.
That's a very apt way of putting it. You.
Wait. We can overuse our powers?
Yes.
Very much so, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
There can often be consequences to doing so. Quite drastic consequences.
Like, would they stop working?
Sometimes. Sometimes they stop
God.
working. Sometimes other things cease to be. There is always a price to pay. And I have known people to overextend their abilities and die.
Effie, what if mine stop working? How do you know? How do you know when you've used it too much?
It's not using it too much. There is not a frequency. It is usually when one attempts to perform a feat far beyond what one is normally capable of. For example, what are your abilities?
Every
you're
time I
gonna
die,
love
I get
this.
back up.
Okay, bad example.
Is there a number of times is there only a certain number of times I'm allowed to do that before I die and that's me? I'm good? Or, like, is there only so many things I can come back from? Because so far, I mean, I've been shot in the head. I mean, both my arms got broken and they healed up just fine.
It may be possible that if you tried to return from something drastic like a decapitation, I don't know, but
I don't try. I don't do anything. I just,
trust me, you'll know when you're
Like,
trying.
back up.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Yeah. Also, thanks, Fraser. It's usually a very conscious and intentional thing. I believe a good example would be, and she swivels on her stool, says, Morag, you did something similar when you built this place, didn't you? Morag is standing very stiffly behind the bar, just with her arms folded. Alright. I conjured this place out of nothing. And it nearly killed me. And it did nearly kill me.
Yeah. It's a lot more.
Okay.
It was a long, long time ago. And
So,
you know what?
okay.
Worth it.
If your ability is more passive than that, does it work the same way?
I have no idea.
I'm never gonna get any answers, am I?
You're still fresh. It takes time to figure out your thing.
I would just really, really like not to die permanently in the process of figuring it out.
Power is not an exact science. Oh, thank you, Zelda. Anyway. Effie. Bing! Your phone gets a little chime. Your phone gets a little chime.
Which one?
The one that you were using to contact the person about the Furies.
Did we get a nice
Ah.
comment?
Dylan.
Can't see the chat.
Yes, we've got someone called Zelda Parker 02 in the stream who is being very nice.
Oh, thank you. Some of us don't have the Wi-Fi to run Twitch and Discord at the same time.
Yeah, I've just got the streaming software gives me the chat.
Let's see what Stella's saying to me. Yeah, not that phone.
You're just going through your
Not
pockets, just
that
like, oh, for fuck's
phone.
sake.
This one. She pulls out her bra. And I should have known by the vibrations, sorry.
At some point, I'm going to create the magic item that is just the bra of holding. It's just
Oh
like,
my
she's got
god,
fucking everything
yes.
in there.
The amount of shit you can fit in there.
Oh, and see if you take out the chicken fillets, even more.
Fucking fillets.
Sorry, titty fillets. What
That's
is
a good point,
Zelda
actually. A
saying?
push-up bra,
Just
and
ask him
then you
what
can take out the
stream title
padding.
was. Anyway, the message says it's quite a long one, and it starts. Okay, you asked about that guy who escaped the Furies. Well, here's the 411. His name was Orestes. Oh, brilliant. His name was Orestes. There's a whole play about it called The Oresteia. It's by some old Greek dude. Orestes, basically, Orestes killed his mum, who was the wife of Agamemnon, the guy who started the Trojan War.
Oh, great.
After she killed her husband. Furies chased him, took refuge in a temple, and then, you'll like this bit, he sued them.
What?
Oh. Effie's eyebrows just rise up and a wee smirk comes in her face. Okay.
The case is like, I don't have enough details of the case, but essentially Orestes challenged them in court and won. Hope that helps.
A message back Stella saying, more than you know. You are an absolute godsend and I owe you a good book.
Bing!
Okay. So we just need to go against the best judge in the city.
What?
Alex, I have figured out a way to get Tiffany off her back. However, the process of it may not be the nicest for both parties.
Okay.
Are you aware of Orestes?
Orestes, the Oresteia. The
Yeah.
play by I don't know, Meg's the one with the head for all this classical stuff.
Yeah. Long story short, he essentially was like, oh, you're saying that I do this? I challenge you. I'm suing you back. And he won.
He sued us, the Furies.
Yes, he
Yeah.
essentially challenged the judgment and won.
Okay. Okay,
No.
that's interesting, but
With that being said, we would need a case to prove that we didn't do what is alleged against us.
you need evidence.
The body cam footage alongside that footage would prove.
That proves you
Alex, I
didn't-
mean this in the nicest possible sense, but it proves that any allegations that you had against us may not be.
as watertight as they first appear.
Yes.
You didn't. It proves you didn't kill Alistair McLean. It doesn't prove that you didn't kill. I've completely forgotten the guy's name. I've forgotten the dead guy's name.
However,
John Henderson.
John Henderson. Thank you.
what evidence did you have for us allegedly committing this crime?
We knew there had been a death,
Okay.
and we had. Sorry. We knew there had been a death, and we knew who had been involved. And so judgment was made. That's how
You
it
put
works,
4
is
bodies at the place without the evidence.
It's a little different from how the sleeper law works. It's what we are.
We're here to share.
Look, what happens is I know when something like this has happened. That's part of my abilities. Meg then, once I tell her, Meg then knows what the correct course of action is. And then, of course, Tiffany carries that out.
Let me get this straight. You know when a murder happens.
And I know who's involved.
So
So
why
what-
do you think we were involved?
It's like a vision. I saw you. I saw the 4 of you killing. I saw the 4 of you kill John Henderson. Now, of course, I could not bring those details into the actual investigation because there was no other evidence to prove
But
that.
you
with the
saw us
exception of
kill
the
him.
Yes, with the exception of the 4 of you being in or near that house when we found you.
Alex, may I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Would it be possible the person of foresight may be able to affect your visions?
Maybe? I don't know. I've never been wrong before. And I checked. I always check.
The same way you check the body
So
camera?
someone's not just manipulating footage and people, but your actual powers.
Yeah. Seems so.
Effie pulls
mean-
out her personal phone.
Thank you for believing us. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I had the kind of powers you have and I had seen that, I don't know what would get me to change my mind. Thank you for believing us.
With everything that's happened, the changes in this case and the irregularities, it required re-examining. And we're going to take a very brief couple of second break there while we consider things. We'll be back in a moment.
Don't go away, Zelda!
Hi.
Hello! Apologies for my lateness, everybody.
We're back!
Hey!
Hey!
We're back! We've got a Chris!
Hiya!
Woohoo.
I just needed to do some camera footage.
It really was just a couple seconds.
That's alright. I would like to blame the Scottish traffic.
It's very blamable.
It is very blamable.
Anyway, Chris, how much of a catch-up do you want?
None. Throw me in.
Cool. So we need to find out who's been doing this. Because as soon, and this is the thing, I can't stop Tiffany without it. As soon as we have that evidence, we can engage in a trial. Now, let's find out what's on that phone, shall we?
Well, as I said, I know a guy who can get onto the phone. I just don't know where he is.
You have his name?
In-
Because I do. Because I have a character in mind for this.
I only know him as Hacker Man. Like, he likes the power glove. That's... What's his name? Where is he? Let me go in and... Hang on. She pulls her laptop up, goes into Discord and looks for Hacker Man. And it's just that his icon is just the power glove going like that.
Yeah.
Check his bio. There we go. Vibes.
Okay.
I send him a message in Discord going, hi.
To which his immediate response is, ho ho.
Let's fucking go.
Hi, ho ho. Here we fucking go.
Vibes, where are you at the present moment?
Bunker. The bunker is what he calls his, basically where he hides out and does his less than legal technological activities.
Cool, I'm coming over with the chief of police.
He's like, I'm going over the
Kinda
police
looks at
gang.
Alex.
I'm going to assume that this contact is not exactly above board.
You know the nature of our business.
I've got my own work to do, my own leads to follow.
Alex? For what it's worth, I am sorry.
McLean was a good man. And a good friend. So,
Captain.
and I want you to know that you are going to pay for the part you played in his death. But not now. But someday soon, I'm going to walk you up to his front door, and you are going to explain things to his widow and 2 children. Good day. She walks out the door.
If he just kind of sits back and is like, that's...
This is when Cal
Two.
comes back downstairs.
It's just a as a drink
Mal sits
slides
down
across
next
the
to-
bar in front of Effie.
Mal sits down next to Effie and like puts her arm around her and goes, "You know it wasn't your fault, right?" Grief just
If he just opens one eye to
makes
look at
people
Morag
angry.
as if to say what it was.
Morag just nods and looks at the glass in front of
She
you.
puts her head in Mal, pulls the curly straw out her bag and sips.
Sorry, there's a spider.
Oh, this is just straight up
crawling down.
booze. This is nice.
Yeah,
Cat.
you don't have that taste of home. You have. This
Yeah, it
is
never
just-
works.
Yeah, this is just. This is just alcohol. Sorry, there's a spider making moves.
Majol.
Making moves on my back wall.
I think this is the,
This
the
is just
time
tequila.
for Cal and Clark to walk down the stairs.
Aye, it's called a tequila till sunrise.
Mhm.
Because it's a pint glass. But yeah, Cal and Clark, you can return downstairs with Doug at this moment.
She gone?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that?
I want to say a friend, but I'm not sure how that went.
An acquaintance that's a bit displeased.
Okay.
Not at you, Doug. Don't worry.
Oh. Okay. All shall face the wrath and the flames.
Okay, Doug,
Okay,
that's
what the
fine.
fuck?
What?
Yeah, we know, Doug. Wrath and Flames.
It's okay, Doug.
Okay.
No one is going to question the voice.
We have. It's just part of Doug's whole deal.
That's just Doug.
Hi. I'm Doug.
What time of day is it?
I don't
Uh,
work with
It's
like morning,
children or
right?
animals.
It's morning. We are well before noon, so it's probably approaching 10 a.m. Because of
Should
because
not
of
have been
Clark-
served.
because of Clark's little stunt earlier.
Speaking of Clark, where is he?
You've
next
just come
to
down
me.
the stairs.
You just come
with,
down the
You just
stairs.
come down the stairs
Okay.
with Cal and Doug.
Oh, I came in with Cal and Doug, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, that's fine. Marvelous.
Retcon that you came up with is when I squirreled
Gentle
away.
retcon.
Gentle
That's
retcon.
fine.
To be fair,
To wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. That's probably
fair.
my deal.
it's not much of a
okay.
retcon because I don't think Clark actually said anything to Alex after she came in.
No.
No, I.
just
he
sat
didn't.
there.
Stayed the fuck out of the way.
Yup. Not my business.
So, you have some leads to follow, because we're actually going to nip back in time a little bit.
Okay.
Flashback.
Yes, only slightly, because this is going to go back to when Cal, Clark, and Doug were upstairs. Clark, your phone rings.
Hello?
Clark, hello, it's David from the office.
Yes, David. How are you doing?
Oh, you know, aches and pains, but that's the job. The forms for that emergency inspection you wanted, that's all gone through. You're all set to go.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, see you well.
Get it. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day. Click.
Well, that was good news.
So I guess we know what we're doing today.
So, yeah.
We have an inspection to do. Doug looks at us like, inspect what? And I'm like,
Not you,
"Uh,
Doug. Not you. You're good.
What are we gonna look at?
Going to look at some we're going to look at some health and safety. Doug, the most important thing in this world.
Is it? Huh.
In my opinion, yes. After all, how can we live healthy, happy lives without thoroughly enforced health and safety restrictions?
I've had a
But,
lot of
have-
people-
Regulations are written in blood.
But having fun is also important, Doug. Don't forget that.
I've had a lot of
Healthy
people
and
tell me-
safe fun.
A lot of people say I'm not safe.
Instant
as long as you're healthy.
Angel and devil on this child's shoulder. Jesus Christ.
No. Well, I suppose we could always put up some hazard tape.
On Doug.
That was a
On,
joke.
on the child.
I did. This is.
It was a joke,
Clark
why
looks
I'm
around
laughing.
being. Clark looks around being like, "Does nobody laugh at my classic health and safety
Cal
joke?"
is like stifling a laugh.
Buck is just looking at you lopsided like, did he just crack a fucking
Like
joke?
a confused puppy.
Where did Buck come from?
which point
Buck
Clark
works
goes.
here.
Oh,
Clark,
I thought we were still
goes,
upstairs.
Yeah, Buck drove you here. Oh no, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not upstairs.
Clark-
You're not
Clark-
upstairs. Sorry.
Clark turns to Doug and apologizes and goes, "I'm terribly sorry. That was a work joke. Possibly the wrong crowd. I do apologize."
I thought it was funny.
Oh, thank you.
It was funny. It was pretty funny.
Heaps of funny.
Clark
work.
Validated.
feels very validated. Actually, it's lovely.
Flashback forward to now.
Back to the
This would never
back to
happen.
the current time. Amazing. So yes, you have your leads. You have the restaurant inspection. Which you can take, which you can take up. You have, you have
Well,
Fives
obviously-
you can go and talk to. You have Doug's mention of Astrid down in the sewers. You have various mentions.
Yes, I obviously let everybody know about the paperwork going through to do the inspections on
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very scared of
Yeah,
the
man.
sewers.
I think if we're
Um,
doing the sewers, we all go to the sewers.
Effie
Yeah.
just kind of eyes Clark, going, I'm gonna
think we should-
pass in the inspection. Sounds dry. But you'll make me wear high vis. I'm gonna see Fives. I'm waiting
I'll
in
go
his
to the
directions.
inspection with Clark. That was the
Clark,
plan anyway.
Clark shrugs his shoulders and goes, "Well, if you don't want to investigate what's the name of this family we're investigating again?
Caligari.
Caligari. It's like vague Italian name that I can't remember, and the person that Effie is scared
Marco.
of,
Mark
Marco specifically.
Polo.
So, well, if you don't want to invest, well, if you like, sorry, and he said, well, if you like, Cal and I can go and investigate the Caligari premises, see what we can learn about Marco. And you two
If
could-
you find any information about myself or any other connections that I may have involving Marco, that would be great.
I will keep a weather eye open.
Why would you
In the
keep an eye
meantime,
on the weather?
What did Doug say?
Why would you keep an eye on the weather?
Because, young Doug, the weather is tantamount to the expression of appropriate health and safety. After all, a surface that is wet must have a wet floor sign attached to it.
Oh,
I kind of look to Morag
okay.
saying, are we really leaving Clark in charge of Doug's education?
Let's leave Doug here.
Morag just kind of gives Effie a look, being like, "Can you think of anyone better?"
She sips her
I'll
tequila.
do it.
I think we're all doing it. I think we're found familying this up and we've adopted a child.
Yes.
I was just going to
I
say
mean-
Doug and his two mad uncles.
Given that we had already established the found family dynamic of this particular found family.
Yeah, I think we did that on Patreon.
Oh, did we? Oh, well.
I might
Well,
have.
you'll have to subscribe to Patreon to find out. Not that it's hard to figure out.
No, it's not.
Well, while you do that, Mal and I are gonna go clear our names
Excellent.
Sounds like a plan.
because I've
Sorry, what are we
had
doing?
help and figured out we can clear our names against the Furies.
That's great. If we can get proof that Caligari exists from this restaurant, then King will help us, and that'll be a big help in the future. So that's our plan, kind of.
And similarly, if we can get evidence that will clear us with the Furies, then we'll get Tiffany off our back and possibly get the Furies themselves on our side.
If we find out the
I'm not
person
gonna
who
lie,
Two
actually
out of
killed,
3 Furies.
If we can send Tiffany after Caligari, that solves so many problems.
yeah, honestly, we can just sit and wait.
I am very in favour of
Tiffany
this
already
solution.
went after him before, and that's how she became rampant.
Aye, do you,
Murder
and
wench.
also, just, for the point of civic duty here, it's more just piping up from behind the bar. I don't want to be in the same fucking postcode as what happens when two avatars start squaring up against each other. Especially two that are so fucking direct.
I still voted being
Caligari an
safer
Avatar?
than us dealing with him.
Caligari with
Yeah.
Avatar.
Is Caligari an Avatar?
Yeah, that's been well established, because remember we had that story about he was the only person who has been able to walk into the bar and violate the laws of hospitality.
I didn't think we'd established that he was an avatar. I think we
No,
had
we-
established that he was powerful. But
Yeah.
fair
Well,
enough.
I will
For-
I'll let that one slip for free.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well,
he
what's he an
he
avatar
he
of?
big and scary.
We don't know.
Fuck knows, man.
Avatar of your nightmares.
Jesus Christ.
I got a little bit. I was a little bit. I was a wee bit busy bleeding to death when to ask.
Well, so glad you recovered.
Aye, you and me both. Right, so I'm going to babysit the Wayne.
If that's okay,
Yeah, just don't take the mask off.
don't take
yeah,
the mask
figured.
off.
Right, come on, wee man. I'm going to teach you how to wash glasses.
A good, healthy occupation for a young lad.
Child labour.
Is he under 16? Because I'm fairly sure he
It's like,
Aye,
Oh
if,
yeah,
I,
that's
if I stuck him in the kitchen and have him washing dishes, it'll be all right.
I think I
yeah, that's
established
fair
that-
point
you
well
can't,
made.
serve. Look,
I think given how temporarily unsettled he is, I don't know if we could determine an age for him.
well, he seems to not perceive age, but he told us he was 16.
That's all right then.
I don't know. Come on, wee man.
Doug, hang on
Yeah?
before he goes. Here's my phone number if you ever need anything. Can you ring this number just now for me so I've got your number?
Okay.
Do you have a
Takes
phone?
the.
Does Doug have a phone?
Did you hand him a slip of paper or did you show him it on the phone?
Handed him a slip of paper.
He picks a pen up off the bar and draws a ring around the number.
Yeah, Doug doesn't have a phone.
Okay, Effie ruffles through her bag and finds one of her burner phones. Does the ring, 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 ring to each phone and then hands Doug the burner phone.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Here's your present.
It's
Right,
my
can you teach him how
birthday!
that works? Because he might think it's a brick.
I'll get him sorted. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Still got a few hours
Thanks,
for opening
Morag.
time. We'll be all right. Right.
Effie just checks her cheeks for booze blush.
Nobody get killed. Come on.
Alright,
Try my hardest.
let's go team! Once again, we are splitting the party! Because it's worked so well for us in the
We're
past.
splitting it in the same direction as we did last time.
To be fair,
Yes, true.
like the last time you guys all got together, shit went sideways.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Someone
It was
died.
actually more peaceful when we were split up. I had a very nice time by myself.
To be fair, Mal got the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah, well, that's Mal, though.
Yeah.
While you were split apart, but, you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, like, you can take it.
Anyway.
I think Mal is
Yeah,
proposing that
that
Mal could take you and probably beat the shit out of
The
you.
shit kicked out of her at this point is kind of like just Tuesday for Mel.
Yeah, it's fair. Anyway, shall we?
The M. Bison speech, but it's
was
like
gonna
to
say.
the total opposite.
I put
For you,
my
it was
hand
the
in the
day
middle.
you
For the
shot me in
day.
the head and destroyed my internal organs. For me, it was Tuesday.
That's somehow more
Yeah,
threatening,
probably.
actually. For you,
I
it
love
was the
that.
first time you killed a man. For me, it was Tuesday.
I put my hand in the middle and look expectantly at everyone like, team?
Clark joins in. Clark understands social constructs.
Spoken like the most neurotypical person. Well done.
I'm so neurotypical. No one will ever suspect.
Now me and Clark are looking at Mal and Effie like, guys,
And they're just holding hands and looking at us. Mal puts her hand in.
Effie's just eyeing all of you as if to say,
I was like waggling your
It's
eyebrows.
like, are you
Effie.
fucking serious?
come on. Come on.
Come on.
Morag, you want in on this?
No, get out of my bar.
Let's go!
"Thank you."
And then we walk out the door.
Oh man.
The one thing that can defeat hospitality, pure cringe.
I stick my head back in the door. Doug, do you want anything? Well, I'm out.
blood and souls of the enemy.
Bagel.
Okay. I leave.
You leave a bowl of Nestle water.
Acme water.
Oh.
Do we currently, is there a tandem bicycle in play right now? Or
No!
No,
Is
I
it
got
somewhere?
lifted.
I got lifted, didn't it? What happened to my skateboard?
I think you abandoned it.
Robin stole
Oh
it.
yeah, Robin stole
Robin,
it.
And then kick flipped over me, I think. And
Yeah.
left.
Yes.
yeah. He done some sick kick flips.
Aye. And the last tandem bicycle that we rode, I'm afraid,
It is once again
Fraser,
time for the
was at the pier.
every session pulling out a tandem bicycle from my jacket pocket.
Jay, you need to start making him push himself for
Cal,
this shit.
roll to change the game. You can use bag of tricks and nothing else.
I can't use taking a left turn to Albuquerque.
No, because this is just the bit has been done too many times.
You're
It's
becoming
become a trend
That makes it
Fraser.
more silly every time.
But it's becoming it's
So-
becoming a trope.
Yeah.
Shit, you're
well,
right.
If I may,
It's
I
a
think you should give
cartoon
him it
trope.
this time. I think you should give him it this time because of the rules of 3. This will be the third time he does
That's
it.
a
will be
good
the third
point.
time
Yeah,
I've done it.
that's a
But
fair
it does
point.
mean you need to give it to him with a curveball.
Because
Rule of three.
The third one is
is
always
the-
the twist.
The third one is the twist.
I think I can do a curveball.
You could activate my weakness tag if you want for the
Sure.
curveball. Give me a
No,
minus
it's
one.
not
your
a
trump
Did
trap.
that trap
I
The
need to
tandem
fucking
bike.
check where your weaknesses are.
I don't know where my dice is.
Jay,
Yeah.
the tandem
gonna
bike
say, yeah.
this time is one of those cycle bars.
Look, I have my ideas.
I
That is
forgot
we
one
weren't
of them. I'll
playing.
admit. That is one of them. I'll admit. But still,
I forgot we weren't playing D&D. I do have a single D6, but I'll have to roll it twice, unfortunately.
I would.
So I
I
would-
would.
That is how
I have a
I've
plus
been
one
playing this
total?
entire time.
Are you using the weakness, or I do have a plus 2?
I actually don't think I can use the weakness.
The weakness is just
Because
I don't pull out what I want. If you want to put a little twist on it.
yeah, but that would be if I put a different thing. Like when you pull. Yeah, I'm going to invoke.
It's
the
like you're
weakness.
making it harder for me.
I'm going to invoke the
essentially.
weakness. Mark attention on your adaptation.
So I have a +1 total.
Okay, +1 total.
To be fair, wasn't the original tandem bicycle the result of the attempt to pull out a motorbike with a sidecar?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
it was.
was,
Yeah.
It was. It'd be funny if this time I pulled out a motorbike with a sidecar.
Or a motorbike with
First
Sounds like
roll
helmet.
sidecars.
What?
5 + 4 + 1. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a full success.
Even with the weakness.
Even with the weakness. You... Hey, Fraser.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. On a 10 plus with the change the game move, you get a number of effects.
Yeah.
But I'm going to choose this one for you rather than doing it yourself because I think it's going to be funnier.
Okay. I trust you.
So what you do
You shouldn't.
is you... Yeah, you absolutely should. Do you not see the shirt that says you could certainly try? You dramatically open up your coat. You reach deep into the pocket. And you draw out the bicycle. Wheel first. And then you keep going. And going. And going. And
Guys,
going.
I think I overdone it.
And you're going. And going until you pull out this tandem bicycle. For it only has 2 seats. But it is 15 feet long.
Kyle tears up a little bit.
So I chose the scale up the effect.
It's beautiful.
Clark looks at this and
like Cal.
Puts his hand on Clark's shoulder. Like, isn't it incredible? My finest work yet.
Clark is staring at this 15-foot bicycle and thinking, that's probably not road legal and would be very dangerous on a roundabout or other similar junctions.
How sure are you?
98% sure.
Did it just have 2 wheels? Or is there wheels going all
No,
the
it
way
has
down
18 wheels.
Yes.
It has 18
That's
wheels
so
that are like
good.
that far. They're like that far apart, each of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
18-wheeler
18
So we
wheeler
bicycle.
turn and it like bends.
No, it's still
like
one
wobble.
solid unit.
Yeah, it has to be one solid unit. That's
Yeah.
why it's
We can
dangerous.
drift.
It's a bicycle, not a bendy bus.
Initial D
It's
tandem.
not a bicycle anymore, bitch. 18 wheels?
Oh,
Whatever the Latin is for 18,
Yeah.
cycle.
It's a fuck yousicle.
Effie
fuxicle.
eyes the tandem bike and just looks to Mal and says, Uber?
Do you want to get the bus?
Cool.
Have fun with that.
I'll get a taxi for us.
Aye.
Clark also calls a taxi.
Oh, come on.
Boys, have fun with that.
Bye, guys.
How? Where?
Thanks, bye.
Is it just going along the sidewalk?
Yep.
Oh yeah, don't die.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Because that's inconspicuous.
More I
Someone-
won't mind.
Somewhere elsewhere in the city, Alex Monroe sits bolt upright and just goes, littering.
That's gonna be the real reason Tiffany gets us. Fucking littering.
I don't think Tiffany goes after litterers.
She probably does if
but
they're
that-
I
fucking touched missed
I don't think
people.
it's litter if it's a vehicle. At
No,
least fly tipping, sure.
Obviously, yeah, at that point it's fly tipping.
Beg to be litter.
Very,
It is not
very
litter
big.
to the letter. Oh god.
This is
Right.
turned into a King Can't coup.
Semantics aside,
But Clark's very romantic about his semantics.
I'm sure.
We're
he is.
aware.
Let's move on.
So, semantic romantic antics aside,
Hey,
who do you want to do first?
I think
Do you
based
want
on
to do
the
the fives,
nonsense,
or do you want to do the restaurant?
let's do 5s. He says that he doesn't have to talk.
Well, the actor doesn't want to talk.
I know.
So, Mal and Effie, you are
Yeah.
in a
Yeet.
taxi, speeding towards a fairly surprisingly well-to-do area. Fraser, your camera's gone out. Towards a surprisingly well-to-do area.
So glad you sent me directions.
The directions are quite long and convoluted and end up looping back on themselves.
That's ridiculous.
Effie just checks her bank balance to make sure she can pay for this, and then goes, "Yeah, no, of course I can. It's fine." Jeez.
You eventually pull up in front of a row of houses, all of which have their lights on. But you do not see anybody
Nice.
in the windows.
Weird.
The lights
This
on are,
is,
but nobody's home.
This is giving me the creeps already.
Sound
That'll be a good
five's
thing, right?
it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Effie
man.
sends fives like a high five as if to say, "Hiya, we're here."
I see you. Get out of the
Not
taxi.
creepy at all.
Get out of the taxi. Let him drive away.
Cool. Tip the taxi driver an extra 20 and say, "Thanks, man. On you go."
Cheers, love. As he leaves, the door to one of the houses creaks open.
You coming, Mel?
Yeah, I'm coming. Is this guy like a sleeper or?
It's complicated. Let's go.
Okay. Love that.
You-
Mal follows her.
You enter the house, which is very obviously never been lived in. Like, this house is showroom set up. However,
Hmm.
you get another message from Fives.
Hang on.
It says, hall cupboard, turn on the Hoover.
Okay. Mal, can you go to the hall cupboard and flick the Hoover on for me, please?
Weird request, but sure. Mal goes and picks a door at random in the hall.
You open the door under the stairs, and you find it has some very neatly piled boxes and a single standing just Dyson Hoover.
Is it
Yes,
plugged
I'm
in?
No. There is
Plugs
no
it in?
cable. There is no cable.
There's no cable. Cool. Effie, there's no cable.
Just turn it on. It's probably been charged. Wireless.
Wireless Hoovers? What kind of rich person shit is this? And she flicks it on.
There is no sound, but the floor under your feet suddenly dips like that,
Shit, Effie.
falling, going click, 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 into a set of stairs that lead down under the house.
Thanks, Mal. Right, let's go. Oh, do you need a phone with a torch on it, or are you okay?
No, I'm good.
The area under the house is lit. There's fluorescent lighting at the top.
Cool.
You walk
Effie's
under-
making sure she's still getting a Wi-Fi signal and she's going about here, by the way.
You are getting the best Wi-Fi signal you've ever had.
Oh, fives.
You walk along this sort of tunnel for longer than should be under this house. In fact, if you count the steps, you realize you have started at one end and have ended up not in the middle, but like one from the other end of these houses. Until you find what looks a big metal door that wouldn't look out of place at a bank. Like in a bank vault. And directly above it, there is a camera. That fully swivels on its stalk. Just...
Well, this guy takes his security very seriously. And she kind of like waves at the camera.
Ka-chunk! There is the sound of bolts that are probably thicker than your arm drawing back into the door, and and with the scream of a heavily abused motor, it goes. And inside, oh, Fraser, your camera's shot itself again. And inside, you find Fives, who is a surprisingly big guy. Like, he's surprisingly tall and stick thin. Who is currently sitting in a large chair, swiveled to face the door, in front of a bank of monitors that is 4 wide and 3 high.
Shout out to Alex.
Yeah. We miss you, Wookie. Yeah, he's looking at the door, and he's very clearly, like, he's giving you a very sort of narrow-eyed, kind of suspicious expression. Just goes, you weren't followed, were you?
Fives. Me.
I know, but even the
As far as I'm aware, we weren't followed. But if you want to do a digital scan of my bag, just to make sure there's no trackers,
already did.
by all means. I thought you might have, but it's always good to offer to show there's nothing hidden.
Turns the chair a little bit. Who's the tag along?
Oh, she's this is Mal. She's new.
Nice to
She's
meet
cool.
you.
I vouch for her.
You know I'm not big on.
I like
new
your setup.
people.
I know, but I have got you this drink. She pulls out a vintage can of Iron Brew.
Like, Fives just fully just. The one drink that they haven't put the chemicals in.
And Effie like draws the can back, going, "Now,
You got it?
can you help us?"
I can always respect the transaction, Effie. What do you need?
Now, I imagine you already know. I know you were listening through my technology already.
I know, but, like you said. Pays to be polite. Hey, how's Ethel?
Ethel's good. Ethel's very good. Should
yeah,
drop
she
her a call, actually. I feel like I've not spoke to her in a while. Oh.
The last time you called her was yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, but given how close the relationship is.
Understandable. So, what can I do for you?
Can you find out who's changed this body camera, information? Can you get onto this phone and get all the information off this? And can you find out more information about Marco, who is related to the Chialigeris? I have a 24-pack awaiting you if you succeed in all of it.
Effie, come on. For something that valuable, you've got to be asking more.
Well, we do still have the main challenge at hand, don't we, Fives?
And
Find anything out about me?
For once, the sort of smug look on his face just kind of creases into frustration. Well, there's certainly been some chatter about you. But mostly to do with your recent antics more than your ancient history.
Well, Marco knows the information we're after. That much I do know for certain.
Let's see. And he swivels round, and the monitors flare to life, tripling the light level in the room. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's always interesting when somebody pops up on the radar because I've been following names and dates and Deep State Records, Lizard People. It's all pretty normal stuff, but this guy is always something weird. Sorry, I physically cannot check your message on Discord.
Oh, sugar, sorry.
Yeah, no, without. I have to get my phone. Yeah, so it's all just, Now, it doesn't seem like this guy is mixed up anything like that. Although, Caligari, Illuminati might be some crossover there. I don't know. He's an old name, and there's a lot going on there. So, it's interesting. And, I don't think he's a lizard. But, it's always interesting.
No, I don't imagine he is a lizard either. However, he has something.
But he's a group. And that's where we live. Because that is a group who has interests and manipulations and tendrils everywhere. I'm getting a lot of tendrils here. Now,
Tendril.
Five snaps his fingers. And all the air in the room shimmers, and suddenly the entire room is crisscrossed with red string.
Cool.
Some of it is actually leading directly and Effie, you are currently the center of it. As in, the string is actually emanating from you.
Effie feels like she's having a flashback of when she used her power and burnt some tacks.
Yeah. So it's all interesting. It's all connected. It's all always connected. I know you know this. You see the connections, but you see a lot of things, and that makes you interesting. Because they always want to silence the people who know things. They always want to silence the knowledge, because the truth. He never wanted the truth to be known. Now let me see. And he takes the phone off you, plugs it into his computer, and goes, "Okay, phone. You got the text on?
Oh, Mel, your phone too.
Gimme."
Okay. She hands over her phone.
Takes the phone, plugs it.
Val has
plugs it.
no idea what the fuck is going on, but has decided to keep her mouth shut and play along for now because Effie seems to know that,
Now
she trusts Effie.
This one.
It's all connected. There is always something going on. We have It's like the deep state controls the government controls the laws control and influence the criminals, and it all just filters down, but then it all goes back up because people always know things, and some people can follow it back. And this, he grabs a string and pulls. And it's like, this is always the interesting part. This guy, Marco. Oh. Not him. He's not the interesting one. Not yet. Reaches out, grabs another string. And another one. Oh. That's what it is. You've been visited by the ghost.
Mm,
The ghost in the
one
machine,
must-
man.
bitch!
Yeah. Oh. You know something?
What?
You know something about the ghost? What do you know? Tell me!
Well, have both of us been visited by the ghost in the machine?
The signature. Very faint. It's always faint. It's always just part of the absolute background OS, and it's just that little bit of mist that's always there. But no actual scan can detect it. Only because I am smarter than everybody else. Only I can figure it out because I know. And they're responsible for so many things. So many things. How do you think that they had the technology to fake the moon landing? Okay? Because back in 1969...
Okay, I'm done
didn't
with
exist.
this. Mal just interrupts him. I'm done with this. I need a second. Effie, can we talk in another room for a moment?
Yeah, sure. Are you okay to continue
Yeah.
the strings?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be back. Okay, I go into the other room.
Mal just sort of looks up at the cameras and like turns her back to the cameras and looks at Effie and just goes,
Listen, he is good at what he does. I know. I do know.
He's just a bit nuts.
just sort of takes a deep breath.
He
and
can
lets it
see
back out.
shit I can't. I know a guy, he knows things.
Okay.
It was either this or go with the safety twins.
Okay. I just needed a second. Because wow.
Did you just call us the safety twins?
Yes.
I resemble
would
that
you rather
remark.
Sorry. The bureaucracy bros.
There you
I
go.
like that one. I like that
I was
one.
actively rescinding safety.
Okay. I will continue to hold my tongue.
What we need to find out now, though, is who the fucking ghost in the machine is.
Yeah, what is that? What does that mean to you?
It means if it's It means if someone is a ghost in the machine, they are able to manipulate technology. And if that's the case, whoever that person is will know who, or they might have deleted that information, manipulated the body cam info,
Right.
be able to get us more information from this tech, but
I know who they are.
Fives.
Okay.
Well,
let's
who's the
fuck
ghost
it.
in the
Let's just go back into the
machine?
room.
Well,
And it's not the lizard people I checked.
no. Of course it wasn't the lizard people. This is way beyond them. The ghost in the machine is a group. A small group. This isn't they're not a wide conspiracy. They're electronic mercenaries. They're hacktivists. Sort of, kind of. But they're like it sounds, they're ghosts. Like, there's so little evidence that they really exist. They do the real shit. We're not talking like anonymous shutdowns. We are talking breaking into a nuclear reactor as a stance on climate change kind of stuff. Like, this is...
Oh god, one of
Crazy
them's really
people.
Furry.
Like, these are scary people. They're a legend. Most people just think it's one guy, but it's not. I know it's not. And you get out. He points at Mal.
How
Get
did
out,
I do?
stand outside the door.
Jeff throws her hands up and walks out.
Okay, look, Effie.
Effie, scream if you need me.
Look, Effie.
Yeah.
You know things and you know people. So I trust you. I don't trust her. I don't know her. I don't trust her.
I know.
But... So I need you to know... I know the ghost in the machine is real. And I know that they're a group because they tried to recruit me.
Okay.
There's 3 of them. Okay? And... the problem is... most of them, their power isn't technology. It's not a manipulation of technology. They are just that good for most of it. But there's always that little bit, that little twist. A little twist in the mist that brings everything together. Because that's always what it is. The mist is always at the center of everything. Okay?
Hmm.
The number of people who have... you know what? I know what you're here for. So I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. Okay? But I know things. The Ghost and Machine are mercenaries. I mean, they do work as activists. They believe in things, the true freedom of information. That's why they came to me. But they do work for money.
So we need to figure out who hired them.
Somebody has hired them. Now, I can find them. Not who hired them, but I can find the ghost. But it's going to be hard. Shit.
What's the cost? And don't you dare say feet pics. Not again.
What? No! Those weren't for me. Those weren't for me. I needed that as payment for somebody else. Hey.
Well, it's your payment.
I need you to use your power now. Because I know I already asked you about the Kennedy assassination. I know I already asked you. But you've got to get me a date with Ethel.
What? Hi.
Okay. No.
Okay.
No. What I need. I
I won't say a date. How about coffee?
What I need.
How about coffee? 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 How about coffee
what I need, Effie. Because I knew you would do that. I knew. No. I want into the Hall of Records.
You got banned from the Holy Records.
Well, I want you to talk to Gladys and unban me.
Jesus Christ, do you remember what you did?
I'll be good. I'll be good.
You pulled all the strings and you took all the books off. Do you know the amount of sorting that took?
I know. I'm sorry.
You know the amount of Krispy Kremes I had to buy?
I'll be good this time, I swear. But if I can get in there, so many things I could find out. So many points I can connect.
I will
Come
try for a
on.
day pass.
Done.
Shake.
You can bring her back in now.
Mal, you can come in if you want.
Mal kind of pokes her head around the door and is like, I was back in. She looks like she's genuinely considering just staying out there.
Effie's just got her head in her hands, eyes wide, going, oh.
Now,
You good, babe?
you're going to watch them. Now, you guys are going to get to watch the Master at work. And he reaches up, takes hold of the strings out of the air, and Effie, it's been a while since you've seen this from the outside. Mal, the only time you've ever really seen this from the outside, it was instantaneous, so it was hard to notice. But Fives is going to stop holding back.
Effie kind of puts a protective arm across Mal and just get her to step back. To actually
Mal.
follow, like, his lead.
Yeah, Mal fully takes that step back and then is like looking at Effie like, why are you the one in front? I'm the indestructible one.
Fair point, well made.
And
Mal
he-
puts a protective stance in front of Effie.
and he pulls. And as he does that, you both suddenly feel like a jolt. Like gravity suddenly just increased towards Fives. And he's pulling the threads all together and he starts weaving them in his hands like a cat's cradle. He's just twisting threads, isolating. Hand flicks out at a drawing pin at the end of one of the threads, fires out and thunks into the wall. Next one. One into the ceiling, and pictures appear at the ends of the threads until he's holding one thread in his hand. Puts one end to his chest, and the other lets go. And it thuds into the wall next to you. You want to see them now?
Why the fuck not?
Curls his fingers around the thread and pulls. For a split second, you feel like you're in two places at once. Or more practically, like two places are trying to be at you at once. You catch a brief glimpse of a dark room, a dark, nondescript room with three computers all facing out away from each other. You catch a glimpse of three staring, surprised faces. And suddenly, reality snaps back as the thread breaks. And you are suddenly sitting, you are still standing in Five's basement. The door, the heavy bank vault door, slams shut and locks. And there are 3 people standing in the basement in front of you who look angry, shocked, terrified, and young. Like there is
Hello, boys.
acting. What the hell? Whoa! Where did we? Oh god!
Mal is just
Effie
like
quickly
And
fixed
just
her tits to make sure she seems adult.
And Fives just goes, and that is how you. Oh shit! And he fully just falls out of his chair.
Oh shit! Can I try and catch him?
No, he just collapses onto his desk and then onto the floor. He's just like,
Shit.
huh?
Effie walks over and sits him like up against the wall, and then turns towards the 3.
Now look, you. Who the hell are you? Where the hell are we? Oh, mate, that sounds heavy fucking weird. It's 2 guys and a woman. All
When
none
you
of
say
the-
young, like teenagers?
They look like the kind of adults who never really outgrew adolescence.
22-year-olds.
And none of them look particularly physical.
Okay. We're not gonna hurt you. Okay.
Effie just kind of looks at Mal, going, "No, this is my radio." Don't...
Oh.
Oh, good cop, bad cop. Okay, got you.
Are you gonna hurt them?
Do you want to... I was going to say, do you want to do a retcon?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
On what?
Do you want to have brought Buck with you?
Would Morag allow Buck out after what happened?
Good point. And actually, Fives probably would not have allowed Buck in. Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah.
Paranoid. Mate. I know you. You're... Hi!
Hi.
You're the woman who knows things.
I'm guessing you're
Those
smart
people-
enough to know why we're here.
Okay, look.
I'm here. I'm looking at you. But you're not explaining.
Because you're not asking. It's, you know, we gotta... It's a transactional...
Who are you working
Mate,
for?
what the fuck are you...
I make sure to pull the can of iron brew away from the Ned to make sure it's next to Fives.
Fives just, like, grips it reflexively, but still unconscious. He's like... eh. Okay, so look. You're in the information trade. You kind of know how this works. It's... You know, someone asks you to do a job, you get paid for it, you do the job. It's nothing personal.
Hey, Mal.
Effie?
Am I correct in thinking we're in a locked, vaulted room where no one knows where these 3 people are?
You know, now that you mention it, that is what this looks like, isn't it?
I bet someone would pay great for that information. Maybe the 3 people that are standing right in front of us. What do you
Short
think,
sword.
Mal?
I think they better open their mouths and start talking.
Look, you know how it is. Contracts, we can't reveal our employers. It's a whole
Cut the
thing.
bullshit. People have died because of you.
What, the cop?
Not just the cop. I liked the cop as well. I don't like many people. He was okay.
He didn't die because of us. Okay? He died, and then we were brought in to capitalize upon that action.
And who exactly thought it'd be a great time to profiteer upon that information?
Look,
You keep saying look,
like Spark said,
but you're not giving me the picture.
mate, I don't fucking... Lads, I think we are... Excuse me, head. We have a bit of a conference, the three of us.
Fine, but I will be listening.
Aye, cool. Because that brings the other two. It's like...
If
The Ned
he doesn't
who's-
really mind.
The Ned who is the tallest of the three and somehow skinnier than Fives. Is like... Guys, I think we are pure mad mental fucked in here.
Right, so we know who the smart one is.
Look, we're professionals. We can't exactly... Look. There's three of us. Two of them. Me.
If he just
fucking-
laughs and high fives Mal.
Me. You fucking ken who both these fuckers are.
Hey Mal, I think you're coming up.
Oh, good. Finally, somebody who knows who the fuck I am. I've got tired of introducing myself.
Yeah, reputation does a lot these days.
Sparks.
Yeah, seems it.
Sparks. You can't fucking take any of them. You once broke your fucking wrist wanking. We can't do this. I told you that in
Effie, like, make sure dictaphone that she has running caught that.
Cool. So, how can we help you?
That's more like it. I like this one.
But I thought there was 3 of you and only 2 of us.
Aye.
Hmm.
And he broke his fucking wrist getting himself a hand shandy. How can we help you?
Oh, I definitely have that one.
And I fucking know who you are, and I fucking know who you are!
Hi.
Because you
Who
should be
hired
fucking...
you?
Well, see, that's a funny story, actually. Because,
For fuck's sake!
a few people did. It was sort of a, quite a few birds, and we thought we had a really big rock situation, you know, that kind of thing. Because it's not just you two, is it? It's the other two as well. The
Right,
boring
yes.
cunt
Clock
and the clock man. Because
I'm not the boring cunt!
I've always been the boring cunt.
that's the thing. Is so independently, 4 different organisations kind of approached us to stitch
And you
us
took
up.
all of their money to do the same job.
It's a point of efficiency, you know. It's
No, I respect that. Which
it-
4 companies?
well, problem with that is at least one of them
That's very
we
fucking
don't
good.
fucking know. Because because 4 different companies approached us for 4 slightly different jobs. Because
One of us
you
each.
Mm-hmm.
and the clock man actually was the same people's originally. And then another cunt approached us to deal with the clock man. And fuck it, double the money, same amount of work. He was an Italian guy, named Marco. Said he
course it
worked
was.
for. Said he worked for a powerful cunt. And he says, he says to me, now there's these two cunts who are mad mental powerful, and they and
There's these.
That made the verbatim quote.
That's so good.
and we need they
I'm sure
cunts,
that's exactly what Marco said to him.
Yeah.
and we need they cunts out the fucking way. So if yous can stitch them up, then we can have no problem. And I'm going to say, it wasn't my idea. You bastard.
So Clark and I had a hit out on us by Marco.
They didn't want you dead. They just wanted you. It just said out the way.
In jail. So did you frame us?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Send
Okay.
those texts?
aye, we did. But you, Hen, points at Mal. Another couple of guys approached us. And they told us to. What they said, as exact words, was to put you in danger.
Right.
And then
And how pre-
And then the
Course,
boring
yeah.
cunt. And then the boring cunt. Some wee man comes to
Yes.
me and he says, some wee man comes to me and he doesn't open the fucking door. He's just fucking there. Let's get the shit out of us.
Robin.
That son of a bitch.
He says to me, "Ha, there's this fucking rabbit guy. And I want yous to mess with him." He said mess with him. And some cunt in a big green coat says, "Oi, going to fucking stitch up the clock, man."
So, several different people wanting us out of the way for several different reasons. And you decided to put all of us together in the same situation. Essentially, fucking every single one of the jobs you were supposed to do.
Look, in her defence...
For the record,
Because you didn't isolate a single fucking one of us.
Well, no.
It was all together in the same situation with a shared enemy.
To be fair,
Yourselves.
you were supposed to be in danger. We were supposed to be unfucking traceable. One of yous was supposed to get fucked with. Man said chaos, all that. And stitching up somebody like you, points at Effie, was a fucking challenge.
now with this said stitch up,
Aye.
must have meant that with that text you knew something was going on at that location. Am I right?
We was told there was a body. Wasn't he told who the body was? But
Okay.
your man Marco said, I've got a body and he's been freshly killed, so you can use that.
So Marco was the one with the body with
Aye.
Mr. Henderson, is that right?
I only
Ju-
found out who he was later.
Now, you'll
Police
forgive me, man.
Police databases are a fucking joke these days, by the way.
Now, guys and gals and non-binary pals. What are your names?
Well, we don't exactly do names, but my handle is Wee Mad Mental Davy.
Okay.
David it is then.
You must be Sparks.
Aye, he's Sparks. She's Thermo.
Because she's the hot one.
Is that what it is? 14 years and you've never asked. Aye. So, you can forgive us, a wee bit of personal privacy.
Well, yes and no. Because I am very cross with all three of you.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I haven't told you everything. I haven't told you everything because you was talking about the video, and because your man Marco came back, and he says, and he claims didn't do the job good enough the first time. But you know what? That wasn't our fault. The police fucked up. They're fucking useless. And he says to me, I've got this video of some fucking police dying. I need you to stitch up Effie again. Because you didn't do it right the first time. Cunt still hasn't fucking paid us for that one. Apparently the cunt doesn't have a fucking bank account, so, couldn't you just take the payment? You're looking awfully pensive.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking, Mel?
I'm thinking that these guys didn't do a very good job of of stitching you up once again.
Look,
Yeah, especially
thinking-
after the captain of police saw the video that I had
And now I'm
and
thinking
have saved in multiple different areas in hard and cloud-based forms.
look.
And now I'm thinking Marco's going to be back.
Oh, Marco's not going to be happy. You, to be fair, you will definitely get a payment, but it's not one you're going to want to collect.
I'm thinking these guys are going to want maybe some protection.
Protection,
And I'm
that's a good
sudden- and I'm
idea.
thinking they might suddenly owe us a bit of a favour.
Effie's never felt so proud in all her life. Especially after these people have taken on, what was it, a total of 5 jobs. Fucked them up for 4 different clients. And those clients are quite powerful as well.
Look, man, we had yous on the fucking run, alright?
Oh, you did.
I know for long.
Okay?
We had great exercise, but
Did you know that the body wasn't a sleeper?
Found that out afterward.
Yeah.
How'd
So
that
do you know
work
who
out
else we've
for
got on
you?
our fucking tail?
Oh, aye, yeah, here. Aye.
Yeah.
Effie checks her phone to see
And-
if the messages went through with all the recordings
You
so
know-
far.
You know who sicks her out on people?
Aye.
And give you 3 guesses as to who is currently waiting for us to come up with some evidence around who actually framed us to replace her target.
Now, we didn't kill no cunt. But,
No, but
Look.
you have the information that we need to present.
And so far, you're all we've got. So I would start giving us names and phone numbers.
look, I'm just going to say this, okay? We've been perfectly accommodating, and there's no need to be getting the Furies involved, alright? We don't need,
Oh, you got
Well,
the Furies
um,
involved. You
Mal.
got the Furies involved.
Mal, I'm not here to pass judgment on these guys and their activities. Are you here to pass judgment?
I'm certainly not here to pass judgment, but I think I might know someone who certainly would
Mm.
take up that role.
Can both of you please roll to... actually, well, one of you. Effie. Effie, can you please roll to investigate?
Effie, please, my hands are covered in clay.
Can you
What am
please
I rolling for?
Roll to investigate.
Okay, 2 dice.
Yep, 2d6.
I mean, the way that I'm going, the angle I'm going for with this, and Effie, I feel like you were picking up on that, obviously, was,
Jay,
if they don't give us another target to aim for, they're going to have to do.
I got a 12. I'm happy to take
Holy
a screenshot
shit.
of this for your record.
I fully believe you. Yeah. Wee Mad Mental Davy is not telling you something. And
Of
it's
course he's
something
fucking
big.
not. He's not answering the question.
Now, Davy,
Does-
you're looking a bit parched. Would I be right in saying that?
Well,
She picks up the other kind of iron brew she has in her bag and slides it towards them.
oh mate, that's fucking special, that is.
Puts the fingers over the top.
Davy,
Mm.
Sparks, Short and Curlies, we are fucking pure dead. Fucked in here, man.
What's this? 32% sugar. Oh, this is original recipe right here.
That's the fucking good stuff.
Mm. No chemicals in it too. It doesn't turn the frogs gay.
There's Fives down in the corners goes.
Now, you can have this can. Wee Mad Mental Davy. But you're holding out. Would you say he's holding out, Mal?
I think he's holding out.
We're two perfectly nice ladies here, Davy.
On the 12, I will actually give you something extra.
Saucy.
Davy knows how the Furies were tricked. Because that is such a good roll. You do deserve to have a little bit of an extra bit of info for that.
Ellie, we're the power team.
Yeah, we are. We're so powerful the other two have fucked off. Oh no, Fraser's there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been sliding down in my chair.
Right. Look. I have revealed all the relevant information. Okay,
Well, I think we'll decide what's relevant.
Oh. Here. Have a sip.
Takes a sip. Fuck me, that's like crack, that is.
Mm.
And she's like, I say, you bastard! Look, I'm just saying, we are backs against the fucking wall here, okay? We don't owe that cunt nothing. He stuffed us on the fucking bill.
Besides, Shandy, you're barely one to speak here.
Suddenly, Thermo fucking hand flicks out and just points at him and goes, "He did it! He was the one who tricked them!" Pointing at wee mad mental Davy.
Correct.
Hmm. And how, pray tell,
Furies.
did he do that, Thermal?
That was unfucking called for.
Ooh, I think I like you. Keep talking.
His power is knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
He gets... And for this job, he overextended and changed someone's knowledge. Normally you can just read it. That's how we get passwords, files, everything. Hey, you're fucking telling how the sausage is made. Fucking shut up. But this time you changed something, didn't you? You went into their heads
Changed.
and you changed the knowledge of the murder.
You're the one that changed her vision.
Yes, he is.
I
Oh.
am. Okay.
Okay. Now, Davy. Thermal. Thank you, Thermal. I appreciate that. Since you're the one with the knowledge, who did kill Mr. Henderson?
See, I don't have all the knowledge anymore. Burnt up. But I do know. I do know that it was Don Caligari himself.
Well, shit.
I don't know why.
You have evidence that Caligari's back.
I'm pretty sure we know why.
Not intangible, you know?
But you have the knowledge.
Yeah, you do. We...
Thermo.
No, this is Sparks talking.
Sparks.
We might have some footage of the Dawn. Because when
Recent footage.
when he was overdue on his bill, we started a little investigating. We found the restaurant.
The restaurant.
The restaurant.
Malabolgia or something?
What
What
about,
about the restaurant?
That's where he hides out.
Oh god. Mal runs out the room and
And like that, we are gonna cut over!
fuck.
I think things are going to go really well for Cal and Clark.
Cal and Clark, you are kitted out in your full safety gear with clipboards and high-vis vests.
So,
Safety
Gloves
cleanse
and the whole thing.
on
Yep.
the job.
Bureaucracy
You are put
bros.
Just outside Malabolgia.
So how far back in time did we just cut from that to
Only a
now?
couple hours, right?
You got to Malabolgia before Effie
Yeah.
and Mal got to Five's place.
Great.
excellent.
That's what I
Mostly
wanted to
due to
hear.
the convoluted and paranoid instructions that Fives gave them to make sure they weren't followed.
Fair.
And he probably lives pretty out the way from the city centre.
Right. So Clark when they were in the taxi, Clark had said to Cal, he's like, so how do we want to go about this? Do we want you to be my assistant? I can go and check all of the practical health and safety elements, and I can say that you'll go and you'll go through their paperwork, and whilst doing so, you can check records and so on.
Yeah. And I think
Right.
if we just want to search the place as much as we can, so...
This is true. So
I'll see if I can get access to their main offices. You just search. If you can get away from any sort of escorts, try to. I'll do the same.
I will. Well, best of luck.
I
Here we go.
shake his hand.
I shake back,
See you on the other
And
side.
and we enter the restaurant.
You enter the restaurant.
Yep.
Soft music, soft classical music is playing. There is nobody there at this time of the morning.
Okay. Well, is the restaurant? The restaurant is presumably open.
At 10:30 in the morning.
Well, I'm assuming a
Well,
lot of
it
restaurants
depends on
would
the
do.
restaurant.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
restaurants would do a breakfast or a brunch menu.
They are starting to open up. They haven't been open long.
Yeah, fair. I was
Yeah.
going to say, because generally speaking, you would only, as a EHO, would only normally visit a premises when the premises were open.
Yep.
So, yeah. So we've come in the morning when they're nice and quiet.
You know, I can't tell, Chris, if you are bullshitting this stuff or if you did too much research for this role.
No, he's right.
Well, it's just,
No, he
like...
asked me.
Well, not just asked you, but, like, you know, like, when having been in jobs and they're like, what do you do when an EHO shows up? And it's like, well, they only show up during business hours and you immediately call your manager and your manager comes through to talk to them. And because of that, Clark strides forward with great confidence.
Excuse me, sir.
and-
Do you have a reservation?
Specifically, he strides directly to the maitre d', who is obviously at the front.
Yes.
So there's no need to ask the reservation. Simply walks straight up to the maitre d' and goes, "Good morning. I'm with the health inspectorate." Holds out his lanyard. You'll want to go and fetch your manager and let them know that we're here.
Of course, sir. The man glides away. And as he does, you hear the door click shut behind you.
Okay. That's
We
fine.
may have fucked this a little bit.
I try not to react to that.
Perfectly normal for a door to close behind you when you go into a restaurant.
Yeah, it's very normal
Yeah.
for it to click locked.
Well, it didn't say click locked, it just said clicked shut. That's normal.
Standing.
I'm pretty sure Jay said locked.
No, I said shut.
Yeah,
I meant to just imply things.
Yeah.
But standing in
That's-
front of the
that's-
doors is an unfortunately familiar figure. Their face
I haven't-
a little bit mottled in bruises.
I haven't turned to look at the door.
As Cal?
Yeah, I would have.
I'm standing waiting.
Cal? Standing behind you is the big guy from the docks.
I just keep my face completely expressionless, and just turn back around. I'm trying
doesn't
to
know who we are.
recall if he saw me, because I don't think he did. He was knocked out when I ran past him.
He was knocked out
Dead.
when he accidentally punched Cal as well. Or, no, Cal was...
Clark got punched by
Clark
him.
got punched.
Yeah.
That's
whilst,
because Clark was
whilst in
moving, like,
full
had stopped
time.
time.
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Also, Chris, your camera's frozen.
Yeah, I know. I can see me frozen, and I'm not moving, and I don't know why. Just the exciting part of being me today.
Yeah, turn it off and on again, real fast.
Can I make a
Sure.
suggestion? Tea and crimes break?
Tea and Crimes break, because we have been going for 2.25 hours. So,
There you
This is true.
very short
That's fair.
Tea and Crimes break, guys.
Indeed.
Yeah, it gets more and more action packed each week.
I mean, we need the suspense. We need to not know what happens next.
Hell yeah, everybody.
Yay! Alright, everybody, go take a 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes as close to 10 minutes as you can manage.
I'll do my best.
I'm not going anywhere. My hands are covered in clay. I'm still
Yeah.
carving. I'll just be here, carving away. I started this thing at 1:30 today.
You did have a big gap in the middle, though, you said.
I did, that's true, but still. The amount of time this is taking. I mean, I'm loving it. I absolutely love how it looks right now, and it's absolutely worth the time. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you better fucking appreciate this.
I'm sure I will. But I will also not distract you while you're doing it.
Oh, it's fine. It's not something that's, like, requires a huge amount of focus. It's just, there's a lot of it to do. That's all.
Fair.
It's like, the actual physical thing has been made. What I'm doing is carving the texture into it.
Oh.
Because that needs to get done before it dries.
I'm back.
Hey-oh.
You're back.
We're gonna get murdered.
You know, you're gonna get so fucking murdered.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Hopefully he doesn't recognize us.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be that lucky, my guy.
Things if we do run into Marco, he definitely knows who we are.
Have
So
you met Marco?
no, but I just have to assume he knows who we are at this point.
I mean, given that he's also got the power of fucking
He, like, knows
precognition, he
things,
probably
yeah.
expected that you guys would show up.
Is it precognition? Was that his power? I thought it was just like he knows things.
Foresight.
He's
Uh,
Prometheus. Like, if we had known that this was like a hideout or something, then we probably would never have.
Well, we
sent
knew-
people
we-
by themselves.
we knew it was owned by them.
Yeah, but we didn't know that they would physically
Why
be
would-
there.
No, we did not. But we're gonna roll with it.
I love how you say that as if it's a choice.
Well, I mean, the other choice is run away right now.
I guess.
But we're just gonna try and, like, pretend everything is fine.
And also, just to be clear, diegetically speaking, Clark and Cal don't know that they're fucked.
No, they don't.
No, I know that the big guy who's, like, scary is right behind me, so I like, Cal's a bit like, uh-oh, if he recognizes us, we're fucked. You know? He doesn't know anything more than that. I wish we put on little fake mustaches or something.
There's still
You can-
time. Do
you
it in front
can-
of the big guy.
Cal, you can fully be wearing a fake mustache if you want.
Did he see?
Retcon.
Was he looking at me when I turned around and looked at him?
Yes.
So he thought I didn't have a mustache.
No. We can say that you put one on when you were getting disguised.
Like, retcon it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I'm happy
I
to
have
go back and say
glasses.
you're wearing a large false mustache.
It's not. I was thinking one of those tiny little ones, like the tiny little, like
Oh, the
line
sharp ones?
mustaches,
Yeah.
like the 2 lines,
Yeah.
because that changes so much about my appearance. But it's a really good fake mustache. And a little goatee.
Yeah. Also, I'm just going to do a quick edit on the fly. Because, hey guys, and everybody, at this point, I think we've mentioned it enough that I'm just going to... We're going to reveal Cal's mythos live on stream.
Oh my god. And only
because-
half the party's here. They
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, they know quite well. Because I think we've alluded to it enough that it's fucking obvious.
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
think you should let Fraser do the honors.
Fraser,
It's on the screen. I am
who is Cal's mythos?
Bugs Bunny. I have the power of hammer space. Honestly,
Oh,
I
It's very.
think
very
Garen
cool.
figured it out the second session.
Now all you got to do is have Clark start dancing, and then you've got Hammer Space and Hammer Time.
No.
Hey, parachute pants have to be safe.
Wait,
They're
no,
parachutes.
I use a big hammer. Mine and Clark's combo name is Hammer Time.
You mean your ship name?
Yes, that too.
But neither of them have been on a boat.
Oh god.
No, our actual combo name is Boring Man and Clock Boy.
The Safety Twins.
No, I don't. I'm not safe. I'm not a very safety person. Think of all the things I've done. Just last session I
Paper
slammed
right
Right
rain
now,
into
in the
two
scene
people.
that we're in, wearing a high vis vest.
That is true. I'm pretending to be a safety person.
The audit allies. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't have to alliterate.
It kind of does. The inspection selection. The counting crew.
That's pretty good.
I am. I can go for longer.
Yeah, don't.
I'm hoping Chris gets back soon. We don't have much time to do our death scenes.
Oh, fuck, I didn't prepare a eulogy or anything.
Yeah.
Eulogy. Melogy. He, she, it, Jilly. I don't know what I'm saying
Teen Crimes
either.
Break just turns into stand-up comedy, but like bad stand-up comedy.
This is also just what it's like to hang out with Jay.
Yeah. The train of thought has rails. Those rails are not connected. Also, Ruth has been whammed.
Oh yeah, no, I got whammed on like pretty much immediately because our
Which
our
song is
shop
Wham?
actually has Christmas
Last
music this
Christmas
year.
by Wham.
Wham.
I don't know if I've heard that. I usually
will
play the
have.
Pogues game, which is Fairy Tale New York.
Oh
Yeah,
dude, I've
but-
I've told you about Whamageddon before.
You have, and I never pay attention.
Yeah,
I never
no,
listen
got
out for it.
whammed
I
immediately.
always,
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get pogued.
To be fair, Kelly, there was no way you were going to survive Whamageddon.
No, I work retail and I work in a shopping center, so.
I'm working in Tesco right now. I'm surprised I haven't had it happen to me yet.
To be fair, I made it pretty far last year, to be honest, because it wasn't part of the Christmas playlist at work, but it is this year.
I think last year I managed to get. Yeah, I think the year before last I got all the way through, but last year I think I got surprised done in by a YouTube ad.
Oh, boo.
Like just complete. Because it's like normally, like whenever I am out in public, which is the only time I'd ever hear the song, really, I've got my headphones on, so I'm usually pretty proof against it. I can get away with that.
True.
But I was at home, and I was watching a video on my phone, and it just came up as part of a YouTube ad, and I was just struck down.
Instantly.
Yeah, because normally I do really well on Whamageddon.
Fucking YouTube.
Fucking YouTube, which fully believe somebody planted that ad as just like, I'm just going to put this in and fuck with as many people as possible.
I mean, I think anyone can make YouTube ads.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You just have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the YouTube ad for those like plushies? That are it's like a song about how the plushie lives in your walls.
No.
What the fuck?
It's weird. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
I was like sleep deprived late at night the first time I got it, and I actually thought I was like going crazy.
See, the one that
I had to I had to send the video to someone else and be like, "This is real, right?"
the one that annoys me, to be honest, that I've been getting most recently, although it's died down a little bit, is there's a really weirdly horny Marmite ad with two puppets. That's
Oh god.
it's nasty and really, really freaky. It's just like,
I do not love the sound of that.
yeah, it's
I
not
do
fun.
not spend very much time on YouTube, and suddenly I am glad.
This is why
I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I've never seen that.
This is why I have an ad blocker.
Turns out it was just Jay having a dream.
No, no, because I did look it up and I showed it to other people and be like, you have to see this shit, because they gave me that exact same look of what?
Because if
It's real.
I've been cursed enough to witness this, then you do need to be too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you and I gone back and forth on that particular?
Yeah,
train of
pretty
thought?
much. Hey, I've just had to witness something cursed. Now you have to too.
Hey,
But
I
I'm
just
not
saw some
suffering
shit,
alone.
man, and I think I might be a different person now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm glad I can't remember what the most recent example of that is.
It would only take me 5 minutes of looking through our chats to figure it out, but I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah, probably.
They are back.
Both my sanity and the fact that I don't want to cover my phone in clay.
Why not?
Hello.
Because I think that would be difficult to clean.
Wow, Buffett!
I just think it could be an aesthetic, you know.
Hard-baked phones?
I mean, they are very smudgy.
Back.
Like you
Talk about
done
baked
did
in
a whole
encryption.
smudge.
Talk about baked-in
What did it
encryptions.
hold?
Anyway! Cal and Clark, you are in the restaurant.
Yes,
Son of a bitch.
and we have a dangerous man by the door
Yep.
that Cal has noticed.
Also,
and
we have
Clark has
retconned.
not.
I have a fake mustache on and a little goatee.
Excellent, wonderful. Are they convincing or are they dreadful?
They're good.
Okay.
I don't look good with them. I wouldn't necessarily say I look great, but they look. It looks like hair.
Anyway,
Well, that's something. Excuse me while I put my glasses on.
the
Let's go.
maitre d' sort of glides back towards you and says, "The owner will see you now. Please, if you follow me."
Thank you.
The owner.
We follow through?
Clark didn't turn around, right?
No,
So
he
Clark
didn't.
has no idea. Is this guy following us?
Nope.
Okay. I whisper to Clark. The guy from the warehouse just came in behind us, by the way.
Wonderful. Clark says in like a I can't remember what you call that where you sub-vocalize. He sub-vocalizes wonderful. And then
Wonderful.
keeps walking. Doesn't break stride.
The maitre d' leads you past the number of tables all the way up to the back of the restaurant. To a booth that contains one man, one woman, clearly much younger,
Yeah.
and another man who is sat very casually. Only the first man is eating.
Sure. Okay.
He looks up. Says, "Thank you, Marco. You may leave us."
No.
Marco, the maitre d', Nods.
Yep.
Steps back.
We've never met
Clark-
Marco.
Clark
You never met
extends it.
Marco.
No. Clark extends his hand and goes, Clark Smith, environmental health.
The man carefully puts his knife and fork down, folds his hands in front of him and says, looks up and smiles. For the first time, you get a good look at his face. He's a handsome man, which is otherwise marred. His otherwise very pleasant face is marred by an enormous, broad scar that runs all the way across his face. Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Good morning.
I am so blanking on a name.
Really thought this was going to be the Dawn.
Come on,
His
Jay.
name is Ron. Because he's not the Don.
That's pretty good.
Aye, instead of Don Caligari, this is Ron Caligari, his discount twin. You thought his scar came from a warrior move. Nope,
He
it
fell
was a
down
shaving
the
accident. He cut himself shaving. He was so clumsy, he did it twice.
Keep making jokes until Johnny can figure out where we're going.
Instead of Ron Caligari, it could be John Caligari. Failed carpenter.
My name is Giancarlo Caligari.
Giancarlo, okay. Isn't that a Spanish name?
Oh, fuck off!
Sorry. I couldn't. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, yeah, because Ronald is so Italian.
Could be English Italian. Could easily be like
Spanish
third generation. Ronaldo Caligari. It's probably also Spanish. Right.
I'd say this is like Jolkin, Rolkin, Tolkien, Dolkin.
Fucking is Rolkin, Tolkien.
And Garden, Martin.
Garden. I love that. It's such a dumb joke, but it's so good. Right. Yeah, and Carlo, whatever the fuck his surname is. Caligari. I can never remember.
Did we
I'm
ever know
sorry.
the name of the Dawn, like the first name?
No!
No?
Oh.
Dawn is a title.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he just said, Giancarlo Caligari, what's the rest of his sentence?
I am the owner of this establishment. How can I help you?
We are making our visit today due to an anonymous phone call that we have received. Therefore, we are going to need to, as a standard procedure, go through your basic health and safety procedures, HACCP, etc. And my colleague here will need to go through your paperwork to make sure that you are correctly filed your health and safety paperwork for the past 7 years. Normal stuff. Apologies for ruining your breakfast.
Or, more accurately, you came here to investigate me, my organization, my associates, because of a recent murder in the area. Mr. Smith, Mr. Hardaway.
I'm afraid I don't deal in murders, Mr.
No,
Caligari.
You deal in issues in time.
I hold out the badge. Environmental health.
You were expected. Please do not continue to lie to me. It only wastes time.
Yeah, I think the
Sir, no, sir, I don't appreciate your tone.
And I don't appreciate you kidnapping one of my associates.
Given that, again,
Who?
environmental health, don't deal in kidnapping. So, the answer here, sir, is that I can close down your restaurant, or you can talk to me civilly.
Mr. Smith, I understand your mundane official capacity, but you and I both know that is not the true reason why you are here. Oh yes, the paperwork is all okay, and you have officially gone through the correct channels because that is your way, but that's not why you wanted to be here.
Then please enlighten me, since you clearly know more than I do.
You came here. Well, you, he points at Cal, came here to see if I was alive. You
You are.
Is it done?
as clearly demonstrated. And you, Mr. Smith, came here because you were very recently framed for a murder and have been avoiding the Midnight Ripper. And you wanted to find out how I was responsible for it. You were also here on the behalf of Miss Effie and I believe a Miss Mal Ashford.
Clark sits down.
Get out, get out, get out, get out!
Opposite Caligari and goes, for someone who thinks he's very clever, you really did only get like 3 of those right.
Clever, perhaps. Well informed, certainly.
But not well enough informed, so I'm very curious where you got your information from.
And I am very
'Cause-
curious as to where the boy is.
Well, given I'm not going to tell you that, you could tell me yours first.
Arca's got some balls, I'm not gonna lie.
You are a very, very aggressive man, Mr. Smith.
I have a vested interest in public health and safety, Mr. Caligari, and you have disrupted that quite considerably in a very serious number of ways.
It is the nature of my business.
And that is a problem for me, sir.
Oh, I am well aware. Because I know exactly who you are. And it is because I know who you are and what you can do and your particular zeal for public safety that I decided that you would need to be removed from the equation. Apparently, I chose the wrong operatives to enact that particular maneuver. Mr. Smith, this city is mine.
Well, I'm afraid, sir, that's just frankly not true.
Oh, but it is.
But it
Truly
really
not for a while,
isn't.
but I am here simply to reclaim what has been laying in wait for me.
You and I, sir, have very fundamental, differing philosophies on this subject, and I don't think we're going to see eye to eye on it. But I also get the impression that we aren't going to tell each other anything.
Why would I tell you anything?
Well, the same reason why would I tell you anything. So at present, this seems to be slightly pointless.
Yeah, we're
So-
getting nowhere with this conversation.
Yes, so do you mind if I ask, what exactly is the outcome you would like to have here, since we are here in your restaurant?
You took something from me last night. The boy in the mask.
I
want
think
him
you'll
back.
find, sir, that the ownership of people has been illegal in this country for a very long time.
Cal kind of giggles.
Clark, get his ass.
Slavery is not condoned in this country or by this government.
Of all the things I did not want to deal with, an adversary who does not respect the metaphor.
No. nor do I respect you, sir, and your reckless public endangerment of people. So,
It is not
You would
reckless,
like-
it is very intentional and very controlled.
it was hardly controlled, sir. And again, given the poor sources of information you appear to be operating with, I really cannot credit the control that you seem to appear to opine to have, pardon my vocabulary there, that you opine to have on any given action. So, having established that you would like to reclaim a human being that does not belong to you, and my having already pointed out to you that that's not something that's going to happen, do you have anything else you would like from this engagement?
Well, I would like to simply express to you that if you tell me now, then the amount of danger and public bloodshed will be vastly reduced, possibly eliminated. Because I'm going to get him back. And if you tell me, then perhaps we can just get on with our lives.
He doesn't want to be with you.
The boy does not know what he wants.
Well, he
No,
seemed
you know what he wants.
My colleague is quite correct on this front. The boy seemed perfectly capable of making his own decisions when we spoke to him. And I will also point out to you, Mr. Caligari, that your suggestion that you have any power to eliminate the danger that your reckless behavior has placed us in is also flawed. Because you don't seem to understand the reckless danger you've put us in. Only some of which is on your behalf. So,
Clark.
your promises are empty, your information is poor, and you are causing me even more hassle. As such, sir, I would like to tell you what I would like out of this conversation.
Do tell.
Since I would like, 1, your restaurant to begin operating in a lawful and safe fashion. 2, for you to stop engaging in this aggressive and violent behavior against members of the general public, as well as myself, my friends, and associated parties. And I would like a calm and reasonable conversation about why it is you are so intent on causing mass devastation on a city-to-global scale.
Firstly, I think you will actually find that the restaurant itself is entirely up to code and operating in a legal, lawful, and safe manner. Secondly, what was the second thing you asked for?
The second one was for you to stop engaging in violence against the public, my associates, and associated parties.
Second,
And me.
Secondly, no. And thirdly, no.
Well, there we go. Okay, glad we got that cleared up. We're just gonna head. Clark.
It seems there is nothing
you are
else.
You are best served standing where you are.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't sit down.
No,
Yeah,
I
Clark
didn't.
is sitting down.
Yeah, it's just me sitting. Well then, it appears that neither of us are going to get what we want from this interaction, and as such, I suppose I will need to bid you good day.
Well, that is always the thing I wanted originally, but better late than never.
Hey, Johnny, can I just ask?
Mhm.
Is there anyone else in this room? Is it just the 3 of us?
It is the 3 people sitting at the table. There's you guys. You're still in like the larger dining area. You're just towards
Right,
the
yeah.
back of it. There are a number of other people in the dining area.
Yeah. Okay. And they all work here, I imagine.
There's a lot of eyes on you at the moment. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many
Including
exits? Lots of
The
windows.
maitre
did you say?
d', the big scary guy,
The big scary
Calig-
guy is now closer.
Caligari, presumably his 2 kids who are the ones next to him, and
Oh, yeah,
various
one of
other
them-
members of the family who are almost certainly ridiculously
One of them,
dangerous.
Luciana.
I know I'm not in this scene, but can I make a point?
Sure.
Didn't the dead guy die because he was fooling around with young Miss Caligari?
Which kind of brings me to Fraser finally
Oh.
asking the question.
Yeah, is that Luciana?
The woman sitting directly to the Don's left, you recognize from the pic because you've seen the pictures, haven't you?
Yeah.
You both recognize her as Luciana Caligari,
Cool.
who has not said a damn word this entire time.
Clark, stand up.
Where she feels about all of this.
Clark, stand up.
I mean, yeah, Clark's getting up to leave, so yeah, sure.
I pull out from a jacket pocket a Polaroid camera and I snap a photo
Roll to face danger.
and I run away.
Roll
I was going to
face danger, motherfucker.
We're running, Clark.
I would hang on. Let me see if I've got help points for you because I am 100%.
I'm doing this in
time
one like
around
as
this.
fast as
Like
I
a
can.
big
Oh,
goal.
that's gonna go really well. Yeah.
Yeah, your arm's still in a sling as well, mind.
I have help action for Cal.
Okay.
I have help for Cal,
Caligari started to say, "I'm going to do what I originally wanted to do, and that was
which
kill
is kill
you."
us. Yeah.
So
I am going to invoke I can't be bothered, your weakness tag. Cal.
fair enough. I'm not really sure what I can use here to face. I don't know what danger I'm facing yet, so I'm not really sure what I can use to help me with it.
Just
The
use
fact
what
that
you
you
can
just-
use to take the picture. What have you got in with you that you can use to take the picture? Because I've given you a help point as
Genuinely, I am not seeing anything that you have that could be useful here.
Nothing really helps me face danger. If I don't have my mallet out, it doesn't help me.
well.
you know,
but what
so-
do you not
All
have
you
even
is a
anything
flat
for just
roll here.
pulling out the camera?
I don't
Well, you
think
have-
the camera helps me face the danger.
What you have
No, but
here-
the camera's what you're doing. You're trying to take the picture.
what you have here is a flat roll.
Flat roll. Thanks for the flat roll.
I
Chris.
definitely think you've got like some mundane tags you can use for like taking a photograph.
He really doesn't.
It's not about taking a photograph. It's a face
Wait,
danger roll.
no.
You
Cal's a massive fan of Nickelback.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cal, you're missing the point that you're facing
Look
the
at
danger
this
because you're
photograph.
taking a picture.
Chris?
I mean,
So take the picture.
Johnny
dude.
has my
Chris.
sheet. Johnny has my sheet, and he says it's a flat roll.
Yeah.
So it's a
I'm
flat
looking at-
roll.
I'm looking at the sheet, and we're running out of time.
I just think there's a level of not bullshitting.
That's a 5
you're
and a
engaging
6.
with. Okay,
You got a 5 and a
Got an
6.
It doesn't
You got an
matter.
11.
We can stop talking about it.
that's fine then.
Okay.
Next time, I expect more bullshit from you.
Yeah, but not when we've only got 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
There's limits. Kate, Cal, you whip out the camera, and immediately the young man to Caligari's right fucking dives at you. As his entire body bursts into flames.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That's not that cool.
That's fun.
I
I was
So,
standing a bit back from the table, by
Let
the
me
way. I
all
never
hop
sat
in.
down.
Blame you, Hotman.
Emil Hartman. Filling the room with bright, bright light as he fucking goes for you.
Do I get the click off first?
You do, and on an 11, you do manage to dodge him. Clark, you were gonna slow down time.
I was actually going to completely stop time and remove Cal and I from it, but first of all, I have a better move for Fire Guy to buy us the time to do that, if you like. That doesn't involve pushing that tag.
Are you going to try and manipulate time?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm a cover a bitch in sand!
Fuck his hand.
Bucket sand!
Pocket Sand, the fire boy!
Put him out.
You forget, Jay! I have a whole scythe worth of pocket sand!
Sand. puts out fire.
Crash, you won the game!
Chris,
Put that fire out, baby!
Chris,
Yeah?
you're going to throw the sand at him.
Yeah.
A truckload of sand.
It's not a truckload of sand. It's really not.
No, it's a scythe load of sand.
Yeah, that's an amount of sand. That's several kilos of sand.
Yeah.
As it is thrown towards him,
Mm-hmm.
in mid-air, it flares and melts into glass.
I'm
How
not
much
going to
does that
point out the
run
reasons I
glass
take
weigh?
issue with that.
So a
But-
big chunk of glass shatters in his head.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What happens is you don't put him out with sand. You hit him with a window, basically. You basically just smacked a guy with a plate glass window, and he
I
goes
have-
fucking sideways.
You've somehow statically defenestrated someone.
If you cannot throw someone through the window, throw the window through the someone.
It's a classic Jonathan Honey move!
You know I can't resist a window.
This is the real reason you let me play this character.
The defenestration of literature,
Can I
darling.
pull?
Okay. Shit is gonna go fucking mental all at once.
Do I have time
because-
to do something?
What do you want to do?
I want to pull something in my pocket, and I'm gonna.
What?
I suppose, yeah, are
I'm
we
gonna
gonna
message
fight?
you something.
Cal?
Are we gonna fight or are we gonna run?
The tandem bicycle.
A
Do a
single
set
horn
flip
appears from his pocket.
As you leave the fucking restaurant.
I think this is a
He's
change
gonna
the
turn
game roll.
ET so fast.
I think it's a change the game roll.
I think it's a change the game roll. It's not enough to be a stop holding back, but it's definitely a change the game.
So, bag of tricks and take
Bag
a
of
left turn at
tricks.
Albuquerque.
And I think taking a left turn at Albuquerque, yes.
I think you can justify that, right?
I think you can, yeah.
I don't think anything else I could use. Maybe frustration and resolve, based on the thing I'm pulling out.
Maybe actually.
I'd argue that. I could argue that. It doesn't mean I'd win.
I don't think this is frustration. I think this is more panic.
That's fair.
So
Okay.
So
Please work. This is the role I've wanted to work more than any other
I
role
will
in
just
my
give you
life.
bag of tricks and taking a
I'm
left
very
turn at
excited.
Albuquerque.
That's a +2.
I don't know what this
That's a
roll
good
is, but I'm
number.
very excited.
That's another good number. That's 2 6s.
Fuck yes!
+2. That's a 14.
My boy.
I win so
Jesus.
hard.
I don't know
I
what's gonna
describe
happen,
what
but
I
I'm very
pull out?
excited!
Cal reaches into his pocket, drops the camera, reaches into his pocket,
No, I
and
put him on
pulls
camera.
out. Pull,
I wouldn't drop the camera.
pockets the camera, and
Yeah.
with the other hand, draws from inside his pocket and puts on his shoulder a full-size rocket launcher.
Yes!
We're
We're
leaving
Buffy the
now.
Vampire Slayering this shit!
I start backing up and I'm pointing at people. Who wants it? Come on, Clark.
Alright!
Put the weapon down, Mr. Hardaway,
No.
Okay,
Said
make him.
who?
I keep taking
That's-
steps
said
backward.
the Dawn. I said put it down, and Cal, you are suddenly unable to move.
This isn't good.
You're unable to speak. Clark, you recognize Cal has been frozen in time.
Well, that's a really bad problem. But if he's frozen in time, he's also not aware.
No.
Clark's. Listen. Well, that explains a lot.
Mr. Smith,
Mr. Caligari.
you really have no idea what you are dealing with.
Mr. Caligari, patently neither do you. so it's hardly an accusation to throw around right now. For instance, did you know that the person who has orchestrated the majority of this isn't you? It's a time traveler.
A time traveler?
Yes. And given you didn't know that, I am once again shocked by how very poor your information sources are. The time traveler, by the way, was about as persuasive as you are, so I really don't credit him much. He didn't like you, though, I'll give you that. He didn't like me either, but... What's to know?
Mr. Smith, I tried to ask nicely. I tried to operate on your field. Now, we are going to do things bluntly. I'm going to keep Mr. Hardaway here. You are going to bring me the boy.
No and no.
Do you want to try this?
Well, you've left me very few options, Mr. Caligari, so I suppose the answer to that is yes.
You want to go head to head with me?
I suppose. Well, want is a very strong word. Lack of options says I'm going to have to. Because I can't leave him here, can I? That would be stupid.
I cannot fault your logic, if I can, despite the fact I can fault its outcome.
Granted.
It's very noble of you, Mr. Smith. I tried to have you rotting away in a police cell because I thought that would be the kind and sanguine thing to do. I am not a great fan of bloodshed. It is a necessary tool, but I do prefer to work in other ways. Otherwise, I would have just murdered my way across this city years ago.
I continue to look at you, Clark continues to just look balefully at you. Like, really? You expect me to buy any of this?
So then, Father Time, do you want to see what happens when you face the full majesty of Kronos? And
Clark,
that is where we will end our session.
I was gonna...
But I had it's a line, it's
a
a
line
reveal.
for that. I had a line for that, but okay. It's alright.
Talk about that later.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's who?
Kronos!
Yeah, baby!
The father of Titans.
Because
Nice
they're
knowing you-
all
Chris,
Titan
it was
themed.
really fun playing with you, but fucking hell, you're dead.
I mean, honestly, aside from the fact that he's an avatar and I'm not,
That's why he killed Zeus.
it was purely a revenge fantasy.
He killed Zeus because he killed Zeus because Zeus fucked his daughter.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
It sounds like he killed that other guy for the same fucking reason.
Anyway. No. As in, John Henderson was Zeus, remember?
John Henderson.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Oh,
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That.
Zeus never fucked Rhea. Rhea was his mother.
Oh.
Even the Greeks were against that shit.
Somehow.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. On that great reveal. Thank you for joining us for our... Oh my god, I've just realized I didn't change the title of the stream. Shit! Fuck. Yeah, thank you for joining us, despite what it says on the stream, for our 10th episode of City of Mist. We have been doing this for a little while now. We are going to continue this and discuss the episode that just happened, and I'm imagining Chris is going to get a bit pissed at me. Over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Jonathan David Honey, where you can find excerpts from my books, audio versions of my old game reviews, and our after show geeking out over the credits. You can follow...
Very fun. You should come join us. Give him
You
money.
should.
It is very fun. Please give me money. We give you content. It's usually about like an extra half hour of stuff.
Yeah, we're bad at shutting up. You may have
Yeah, we're
noticed.
very bad at shutting up. So $5 a month, extra half hour every week. That's what? That's like 16 watts. Anyway, you can also follow me on social media, on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can follow my games company, Ald Alliance Games, at ald_games. Fraser, your camera's shut itself again. Yeah, you can find my stories on my website, jonathandavidhoney.com, and yeah, please join us on Patreon for the after show. Anyone else got any places they would like to be followed or things they'd like to plug?
No, because that's called
Do
stalking.
not perceive me.
You can come find me at Chris Honey Actor on Instagram for finally having an exciting announcement this month, which
Yay!
is going to be exciting. Indeed, it's all happening, baby. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, baby. All right. Well, thanks, folks. Thank you all for joining us. This has been very, very fun. Bye.
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 Bye!